Oh, with my Susan Lennox. Attractions. Close your eyes and picture a tropical paradise. Imagine swarming trees, sway palm trees, and sandy beaches. Beyond the shore, misty mountain peaks rise above the green slopes, a cloud of unseen wildlife. Float on wall breezes. Welcome to the Puerto Rico, a tropical territory of the United States, a wealth of beaches and mountains. Puerto Rico lies on the border between the Atlantic Ocean and Caribbean Sea. It is 805 kilometers north of Venezuela, South America, and a little over 1,609 kilometers southeast of Florida. In the United States, unlike Florida, however, Puerto Rico is not a state. It's a type of protected territory known as Commonwealth. This means that Puerto Rico has its own government and flag, but its people are considered United States citizens. Puerto Ricans who travel abroad do so with a United States passport. Most people think of the Commonwealth of Puerto Rico as a single island. It's actually an archipelago, a cluster of 143 islands, plains, and atolls. Only the biggest lands, Puerto Rico and Vacres and Colombo, are inhabited. The largest of these, Puerto Rico, is where most people live. The main island of Puerto Rico is approximately 161 kilometers long and 56 kilometers wide. It is almost as big as Jamaica, one of its neighbors to the west. Like Jamaica, Puerto Rico has miles of beaches and mountains. Its coastline runs for 438 kilometers and features nearly 300 beaches. The Cordillera Central Mountains cross Puerto Rico. They divide the island into north and south. The northern and southern parts of Puerto Rico have slightly different climates. The north gets plenty of rain and is free to flow year-round. The southern part of the island does not gonna get as much rain. Rivers instead dry up during the hot summer months. A Spanish port of riches. The earliest known people who lived in Puerto Rico were Taínos. In the late 1400s, the Taínos lived on many islands in the Caribbean, including Cuba, Jamaica, Hispaniola, and the Virgin Islands. Taíno people live in settlements and farm the land. They grew crops such as cassava, yams, and beans. The water around Puerto Rico provided them with the fish and other seafood. In 1493, Christopher Columbus arrived at the island. He was an Italian explorer supporting Spanish efforts to colonize new land. Columbus named the island San Juan Bautista after Saint John the Baptist. The Spanish colonists declared themselves the owner of the islands and all their people. Soon, gold was discovered in the island's river. The Spanish renamed the island Puerto Rico, meaning rich port is San Juan. The island's main city became its capital. Spanish colonists forced many Taíno people to work in gold mines and on plantations they were subjected to horrible working, living conditions. Anyone who resisted the space system rule were punished severely. When the Tijuana rebelled in 1514, Spanish killed thousands of them. The Spanish killed so many Taino people that there was a shortage of workers. Then the Spanish began forcing transporting enslaved people from Africa to Puerto Rico. Enslaved people were crowded in cargo holds to make the dangerous voyage. Many did not survive the journey. Those who did were completely cut from their homes, families, and cultures, with no hope of escape or return. The Spanish also brought the disease of smallpox to the island. Wait a minute. Because of the living conditions forced on food, tornado by Spanish smallpox spread rapidly. By the spread rapidly. By 1519, nearly 90% of the remaining Taino had been killed by the disease. By 1600, the remaining Taino people had fled to the mountains or intermarried with Spanish and Africans. Many modern records have a mix of Taino, African, and Euro ancestry because of this history. Meanwhile, the promise of gold continued to draw Spanish settlers to the island. Puerto Rico soon became the busiest port in the Caribbean. Its location along major trade routes made it a valuable territory. The Spanish were mainly forced to protect the island and prevent other countries from invading it. War and industry. Spain rule did not last though. In 1898, the USS Maine, an American ship, sank near Cuba. Many people in the United States thought Spain had shot the ship, causing it to sink. The United States declared war on Spain. By the end of the year, Spain had lost the Spanish-American War and all its focused territories. The Treaty of Paris gave the United States sovereignty over Puerto Rico. Puerto Ricans were granted United States citizenship in 1917. They do not have all the right citizens in the 50 states. However, those living in Puerto Rico cannot vote in federal election. They do not have a voting representative in Congress. Puerto Ricans hold votes to see how people feel about becoming a state. In 1998, 2012, and 2017, a majority was favored of becoming United States 51st state. The Puerto Rico Islands have been used extensively by the U.S. military during the World War II, 1939-1945. Nearly two-thirds of the main island was used as U.S. naval base for 60 years. Navy held exercises on Puerto Rico, including fire and bombing exercises on the island frequency that caused much damage and contamination to the environment. Today, many of the areas was used for military drills or now wildlife refuges. There have been other changes as well. In the mid-20th century, government began this program to bring industry to Puerto Rico. This program, Operation Bootstrap, and the community economy shift from focused farming to manufacturing and tourism. Life in paradise. Tourists have supported the island economy in a big way. San Juan is a major port for cruise ships. The beauty and temperate climate of Puerto Rico draw millions of visitors from the mainland United States, and nature's love got to explore. Asian Queen, the only tropical rainforest that is part of the U.S. National Forest System. Tourists also enjoy celebrating the pictures of the island, from Bomba Ibrana to Sasha. The beauty and the temperate climate of Puerto Rico draw millions visit mainland United States and beyond. Nature lovers go to explore El Udre, the only tropical rainforest that is part of the U.S. National Forest System. Wait a minute, I read this already. No. Tourists also enjoy celebrating the culture of the island, from Bomba Airplane to South Shore. Music and dancing are everywhere. Tasty food that is part of Cocina Criolla, cooking mixes layers of traditional African, Spanish, and Italian dishes. The rich history and architecture of San Juan, the island capital, made a popular destination for visitors. Part of the country made it a popular destination for visitors. Part of the city is enclosed by a huge wall built by the Spanish for protection by invaders. The city of Pos is known for its beautiful fountain, people's castle cellars, and former Spanish castles, serve as a museum for the sugarcane and rum industry. This industry have established Puerto Rico as a major trading port. San Juan is home to the largest rum producer in the world. Outdoor activities such as surfing and walking are quite popular, but Puerto Ricans are so big fans of basketball. The first organized basketball game in Puerto Rico was played in January 1898, before the island became part of the United States. The sport's popularity had reduced stand-up players who have had successful careers in the American major leagues. Paradise Lost. Puerto Rico's tropical location places it in the path of not only warm trade wind, but also the tropical storm in the late summer and early fall months. The storm breeze season in the Caribbean. Over the years, Puerto Rico has been battered by the fire winds and heavy rains of hurricanes. One of the worst storms as a Hurricane Maria in 2017. It was the 10th largest Atlantic hurricane ever recorded. Maria was a Category 4 storm when it hit the island on September 20. Winds of kilometers per hour, tore buildings to shreds, flooding devastated coastal village. The hurricane killed at least 2,975 people, and the deadliest natural disaster to affect a U.S. territory in 100 years. Thousands of homes were damaged or destroyed. Airport and roadways were covered with debris and heavily damaged. It took nearly a year for power to be restored for many residents on the island. Access to clean water was a problem for many. Some criticized the U.S. response to the hurricane as slow and less comprehensive than its effort to assist others. Less suffering struck the mainland that year. On January 6, 2020, A 6.4 magnitude earthquake struck southern Puerto Rico. It follows days later by a large aftershock, which caused by widespread damage and further complicated recovery efforts. Despite of this challenge, Puerto Ricans are rebuilding their home and infrastructure. They are working together to solve problems in vibrant, creative ways. For example, some communities are switching to solar power and are waiting for the government assistance. Conclusion: Puerto Rico knows how to deal with hardship. The island is enriched in resources. The most valuable resource, though, is people. In face of multiple disasters, Puerto Ricans have not given up. The spirit and love they feel for their homeland shine even brighter.
Good job!